Okay, let's go with another video. And now we have to discuss. Okay, there are two topics missing is in the function. One topic, the basic topics about these parameters. One is args and k args. I will discuss them later. Okay. Now, as you know something about the list, tuple, or someone are saying tuples, sets, dictionary, right? Strings, all these things. So I just want you guys here to understand the for loop, right? These are the random videos. I'm not making here any kind of a structure here. I'm randomly publishing them so that you can get the basic idea. Okay, I will design and all kinds of videos later on, right? So as of now, just understand this thing. For loop, for I in range, right? Something here we are keeping. Okay, and here you are having two things. One is start, start, comma, stop, comma, step. These are the three things here, right? And every range function is having these three things here. Getting this point? Now, what is this I here? What is this I here? I is nothing. This I is nothing. It is just the name. Or I can say it's just the variable name, right? It is just the variable name here, right? That means this I can have any value here. Yeah, sorry, I can have any name here. It's not necessary to keep I here. I can say I can say VL, I can say underscore, right? Any name you can have here, right? Now let me show you something first, right? Understood here we are having the start, we are having the stop, and we are having the step. Let me copy it and keep it here. Okay, let me keep it here because I have to make you this thing understand in a better way. Okay. And I will keep here I as it is. Okay, now here I will change the values. So if I will give something like this, 0 comma 5 comma 1. That means start I'm giving 0, stop I'm giving 5, and 1 I'm giving the step size. And if I'm printing here, print I, right? Let me run this program. So the output here you are getting is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what is happening here? This start, this is the initial value. This initial value is being stored in this I, right? Then second thing, after initializing the value, you are checking the stopping condition. You are checking whether this I is less than 5 or not, right? And if I is less than 5, this condition becomes true, right? If this is true, you will go inside. Okay, here is a statement written here, print I. That means the value that is inside the I, you have to print it. So initially, what is the initial value of I? It is 0, right? Then next time, then you are going back to this for loop. At that time, this I is incremented by 1, right? Then that means I is stored with 1, you are putting I. It is somehow like this. It is somehow like this. In every range function, you are having three things. First is the initial value. Initial value, right? Initial value of I is equal to start. Initial value of I is equal to start, and this thing will happen when you will first time touch this follow. Whenever you will first time touch this follow, at that time this initial thing will happen, right? After that, what you are checking, I will write it something like this: I is equal to 0. Now he, according to this, I is equal to 0. Now that means initial condition we are getting 0. Then after that you are checking this thing. After that you are checking this thing. What you are checking? You are saying I is less than 5. I is less than 5, right? When I is equal to 0, okay, I is equal to 0. Is I less than 5? Condition true or follow? Yes, 0 is less than 5, right? Then you will go inside the follow, and here you are printing the I. That means you printed the I here, that is 0, right? After that, what is happening? There is something called as the post incremental. So as of now, you will not understand what is the post incremental, what is pre incremental. Understand something like this. I will say in the layman's language, right? Again, I'm saying here it's not for the professionals or who has done already Python. It's those who are doing the Python first time. That's why I'm using the layman's English words here. So initially I is zero. Okay, is zero. Is I less than 5? Yes, I is less than 5. Condition is true. You will come inside and you will print I, right? You are printing I, that's zero. After this print statement, understand something like this. This I is incremented by 1. That means previously I was equal to 0. I was equal to 0. It is something like this. I equal to I, that is 0 plus 1, right? Because you are incrementing it by 1. This statement, you can say it is somehow like this. It is somehow like this. You are saying I equal to I plus 1. What was the previous value of I? That was 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, and you are initializing it to the I, right? That means this I in the second iteration became 1. Okay, then what you will check, is 1 less than 5? Condition true or false? It's true. You will come inside and you are printing I, and what is the value of I? It is 1 here, right? Again, you will go back to this for loop. This I is again been incremented first. Now previously I was 1, now I will become 2. Again you will check, is 2 less than 5? Yes, condition true. You will come inside and you will print the 2, right? Then again you will increment the I by 3 by 1. That means I becomes 3. You will check, is I less than 3? Yes, I is less than 3. Print 3. Printed the 3. Again you will come to this for loop. This I will become 4. Again you will check, is 4 less than 5? Yes, 4 is less than 5. Then you will print the 4. Again you will come back to this for loop. You will write, here will happen, that is 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is been assigned to I, and here you will check, is 5 less than 5? Is 5 less than 5? Condition true or false? No, 5 is not less than 5, because 5 is equal to 5. Then you will come outside the for loop and you will come somewhere here, right? Okay, what is for loop? Loop is calling itself. Loop is calling itself again and again. It will call itself again and again. It will call itself. Here I am saying this. अगर आपने for loop को एक बार छेड़ा, यह आपको तब तक नहीं छोड़ेगा जब तक ना ये कंडीशन यहाँ पे फॉल्स हो जाए। जब तक ना ये कंडीशन यहाँ पे फॉल्स हो जाए, जब तक ये कंडीशन ट्रू है, ये अपने आप को बार बार कॉल करता रहेगा, करता रहेगा, करता रहेगा। तब तक करता रहेगा जब तक ये कंडीशन यहाँ पे हमारी क्या होगी? ट्रू। And the data type of this for loop here for the condition is boolean. It is boolean. Here the data type is boolean. You are saying either true or false. When it is true, you will come inside. When this is false, you will come outside, and it is calling itself again and again. Understood this thing? When you have something like this, at the time you are getting something like this. Suppose if I will only pass the two parameters, I am passing the start and I am passing the stop, right? Now see what will happen here. Again I will run it. Again I will run it. Okay, you are getting the same output, 0 1 2 3 4. That means if you are not giving step size to the range function, by default it is taking the step size of 1. By default is taking the step size of 1, right? What if I will just pass one value? What if I will pass just one value, that is 5? What if I will just pass one value and that value is 5 itself? Let me run it. Again you are getting the same output as 0 1 2 3 4, right? That means here, if you are passing just the one value, if you are passing here just the one value, at that time this is just the stop condition, and by default it is taking the initial value, that is the start, as 0, right? What if I will do something like this? What if I will do something like this? I am saying 3 comma 5. I am saying here 3 comma 5, right? Let me run it, and here see the output. The output you are getting is 3 and 4. That means when you are passing the two values here, the first value is the start, right? And second value is the stop. We are not passing the third value, that is a step. That means by default it will take the step size of 1. Getting this point? That means when you will touch this for loop first time, the I will receive the initial value of 3. That means I is equal to 3. Then you will check, is I less than 5 with the stopping condition, because 5 we are having here. I is less than 5, condition true or false? Yes. You will come inside what you are saying, print I. What is stored in the I? It is 3. Okay, before coming back to this for loop, what you are doing, you are incrementing I with the 1. That means I becomes now 4. Previously I was 3. You will increment it from 1, it will become 4. Again you will come here. When you will come here, what you are checking here in the second iteration, you are not initializing it again, you are just checking the condition. Is 4 less than 5? Yes, 4 is less than 5. This condition is true. You will go inside, print 4, and 4 you print it here, right? Again, before coming here, you will increment the I by 1. Now I will become 5. Okay, when you are checking here I5, you will check is 5 less than 5, condition true or false. The condition is false, and you will come outside the for loop, and that's why you are printing here 3 and 4. Getting this thing? Okay, if I will do something like this, if I will do something like this, I am saying 5 comma minus 2 here, 5 comma minus 2 here. I am saying let's check the output. Okay, you are not getting any kind of output here. The reason being, can anyone tell me? The reason is the initial value of I here, the initial value of this I here for loop is initial value will be now, initial value will be now here 5, and the stopping condition will be I less than minus 2, right? When you are coming here, the initial value of I is 5, then you will check is 5 less than minus 2? No, 5 is not less than minus 2. 5 is greater than minus 2 here, correct? Right, that's why when you are, this condition becomes false here, because 5 is not less than minus 2, and this condition is false. You will not go inside the for loop, आप for loop के अंदर नहीं जाओगे. That's why you are not getting any kind of output here. Getting this thing? Okay, now let me say something like this. uh, Let me keep here minus 2 now. Let me keep here minus 2 now. Minus 2 comma minus 5, right? Let me run it now. See the output, what you will get here. Again, you are not getting any kind of a output. What you are checking here, initially minus 2, is minus 2 greater than minus 5? No, minus 2 is not greater than minus 5, like that, like that. Okay, this is for you. Now you can try the different combination by yourself. Whatever the is coming inside your mind, you can do that. Getting this point? Whatever is coming inside your mind, just try it here and check the output. Nothing you have to do. Okay, let me remove, this is one of the version of what do we say, one of the version of the for loop. Okay, now if I will say something like this, 2 minus 5. Okay, you can check the different conditions here, or I will show you some other thing. Now you guys know there is something called as a string. There is something called as a string. One more thing, this range function is always returning you the integer number. This range function is always returning the integer number, that is 0 1 2 3. 0 1 2 3, always you will be getting 0 1 2 3, or 1 2 3 4 2 3, whatever the condition you will keep here. This I will receive these integer numbers, right? You understand this thing? Okay, now if I'll do something like this, suppose I am having one string. I am saying string equal to, I hope you know the what is string, my name. This is my string, and I'm keeping the string as my name. Now you also be knowing about the indexing. The index number of this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. These are the index number. What is the index number of m? It is 0, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4 5 6, right? What if I will do, I have to check one by one. What is for what is the value index at index number 0, what is the value at index number y 1, what is the value at index number 2, what is the value at index number 2 3, like that, like that. So however I will check it with the for loop. I can say something like this: for I in range, right? As I say here, these are the 6. Now I can say here 7, right? And let me enter here this, and I will say print I, or I can say something like this: value of I is, and comma I will say I here, right? Let me make it the corrections here. Okay, done. Right. After that, if I am saying something like this, print value at I is, okay, I would say here I is, and here I will say value at I is, value at I is, and here if I will say comma, and here I will say string, string string, and here I will say I, right? At that time check the output. Okay, it is saying I is 0. That means initially I is 0. I told you when you are just passing here one value, at the time the starting the initial condition by default is 0 here. By default is 0 here. You are saying for I in range 7, that means initial value of I is 0. That's why it is saying I is 0. Value at I is m. What is happening here? Value at I is m. It is saying go to the string. Okay, went to the string, and this is called the slicing or the indexing, you can say here these cap braces. It's saying go to the string, and in the string go to the index I. What is the I value here? 0. It is going to the string and going to the index 0. Over there we are having the m. That's why it is printing the m. After that, we have to come back to the for loop till this for loop becomes here false, right? When we are coming back here, this I is become incremented by 1, and the value of I now is 1, and you are checking is 1 less than 7. Yes, 1 is less than 7. Then you are printing the I value. That means I, you are saying I is 1. After that you are saying value at I is string of I. What is the value of I here? 1. You are saying string of 1, and you are coming here string of 1, and this is the index number 1, and here you are printing Y here. Like that everything is being printed here, right? There is one more version of the for loop. If I will say like this, for I in like string, for I in string, and if I'm saying print I now, if I'm saying just print I now, when I will run it, let me commit these things, first, because I don't want to mess up here, and let me comment this thing as well. Okay, let me run it now, and now the output you are getting is my space name, right? So here you are not getting the output. Okay, I will come back to you guys.